Hello everyone, welcome back to Echo Effect. All right, so it feels good to be back. It's great to be back. All right, last week we couldn't upload, we couldn't post the video, the weekly analysis. That's the analysis for the week that just passed. Apologies about that. The most important thing is that we are back. All right, we are back. All right, so this week we'll be taking a reflecting, just taking a look at what happened last week from the fundamentals, from the technical aspect, and also looking at what to expect for the new week. Yeah, from the fundamental and also from the technical standpoint. All right. So before we go forward, before we go into the the chart and before we go into the fundamentals, please don't forget, if you're yet to subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. Come on, click on the subscribe button. All right, like this particular video, share with your friends, with your colleagues, and also put down in the comment section what you love about the video, what you've been loving about the videos we upload week in, week out, and what you want us to do better. All right, so you put it all down in the comment section so we can take a look at them. All right, so let's go straight into the fundamentals. All right, so like I said, we look at last week first. So last week, there were not so much volatility in the market. All right, so last week was kind of silent. The big movement actually came from the Swiss franc zone on Thursday. All right, they released their interest rates. There's the Swiss National Bank. The second time in a row, they brought down their interest rates to 1.25%, and all instrument paired against the Swiss franc was actually strong. So that means at that instance, the Swiss franc was very weak. All right, but on Monday, the same thing happened from the Australian zone. They actually released their interest rate and they left it the same. There wasn't any volatility, all right. But on on that same day, 1:30 p.m. All right, so USD they actually had their core retail sales. They released their core retail sales and came out negative for the dollar, but honestly, there wasn't any volatility. The pounds also released their CPI on Wednesday, just so little volatility. Then on Friday was when the market, gave a little push. All right, so on Friday, the Eurozone actually released their flash manufacturing and also service PMI, and it came out negative, all right, in the European zone, and it was the euro was actually very weak. If you look at all instruments compared to the euro, you will see that the euro was very weak, all right. And on that same day, flash manufacturing PMI from the United States actually came out positive, no volatility also. All right, so we'll look at each and every of these news on the charts just after we look at what to expect for this new week, the fundamental standpoint. All right, so we're starting from Monday. The Bank of Canada, they're going to be having a speech by 6:45 p.m. All right, so we know all of this time is actually GMT plus one. All right, so this on Tuesday, going to the next day, we have CPI from the Canadian zone. Later that day, from the US zone, we're going to be having the CB consumer confidence. All right, so on Wednesday, CPI from the Australian zone. Thursday, we're having GDP from US zone and unemployment claims. Then on Friday, core PCU later in the American session. All right, so let's go straight into the chart. Let's look at what to expect from the charts. All right, so as we all know, we usually start from the US index. So you can see that the US index has actually been trading within 105.50 and 103. That's around 104 level. All right, so it has just been trading within that zone for a period of time. You can see this is the only thing that happened last week. You can see Thursday volatility came into the market on Thursday and also on Friday. All right, so let's just draw out our levels quickly. All right, so like I said, the market has just been trading within this zone. You can see how we retested. There was a massive sell and came into that level again just this Friday. All right, so you can see how it has just been respecting this level, right? So presently, the USD index is actually rejecting from a major resistance level from a daily time frame. All right, a major resistance level. So if there is a break above, all right, if there's a break above, this is the next level we should see US index retesting. All right, so let's look at it clearer from the 4 hours perspective. You can see how we respected this level before, sold all the way back down. Now it's presently on that level. If the same thing should happen as a technical analyst, we make use of what has happened in the past to make our predictive analysis of what we should expect later in the future. And there was a massive sell from this level in the past, so and price is currently at that level again. So there's a very high chance that same thing could repeat itself. So if there is a weakness in the dollar coming into next week, we should see the US IDX, that is the dollar index, retesting 104 level again, right? But if that doesn't happen, if the dollar decides to gain strength and breaks above this level, then definitely we're going to see USD IDX retesting 106 level again. All right, so that's very simple for USD IDX or for the dollar index. Nothing too complicated. We'll just be waiting for bearishness around this level. Once we see that bearishness, a bearish close back into the zone. Once we see if we can take ourselves, taking our profit just before this level, or if there's a breakout, like I said, we need to be patient. If there's a breakout, then beautiful. We'll just be waiting for a retest, then a continuation to around 106 level, right? So yeah, so let's look at Euro USD, right? So Euro USD also has just been within this level. It has been unable to break this zone down here. All right, let's pick it out. So this zone around here, so the 106. All right, let's confirm around 106.665, yeah, somewhere around that level. You can see how he retested the level before, pushed all the way to the upside, came there was a rejection. Now it's actually rejecting from that level again. So also the same thing on USD IDX. All right, you know, the USD IDX and the Euro USD, like I always say, they are inversely correlated. So if the dollar is going up, if USD IDX is going up, Euro USD is going to be coming down. All right, and if the dollar index is coming down, you see Euro USD pushing up. So if there's a weakness around USD IDX coming down, then definitely we should see Euro USD pushing back up from this level and possibly coming back here again. All right, yeah, possibly coming back all the way to this level again. But let's just scale down to the 4 hours, look at things clearer. All right, so we can see that Euro USD is actually show giving like a bearish vibe. You can see lower lows and lower highs. All right, so this is a high, this is a low, higher low, sorry, lower high, lower low, lower high. So if this trend, this bearish trend to continue, then there's a possible chance we see a new lower low being created. All right, we see a new lower low being created, then we just basically just wait for a retest, and then we can continue the sales to the downside. So if we're going to sell, where are we selling to? Towards this level over here, yeah, as well we're going to be selling towards. All right, but if the dollar, you know, decides to lose its strength, so this may just be more like a double bottom formation. And you know, a double bottom chart formation is a bullish reversal pattern. All right, it's a bullish reversal pattern. So we may just see a retest again, then a continuation back to the upside. And if this should play out correct, then we should see Euro USD pushing back, retesting the 1.09 level again. All right, 1.09 level again. So that is what we're looking at for Euro USD. Just if we're gonna see bullishness around this level, then we can take our buys all the way back up. All right, but if Euro USD breaks below the 106.60 level, yeah, 106.66, yeah, level, then we should see Euro USD retesting 1.0600 again. All right, so that is actually some good money there. All right, so that's basically for Euro USD. So let's go to USD CAD quickly. All right, so USD CAD, if you've been following our videos, all right, back to back, you will see that USD CAD has actually been in a range, has just been trading within these two levels. All right, trading between 1.377 1.3780 and also 1.35 or 1.3600, yeah, somewhere around that level. All right, so and you can see that it's actually rejecting from this resistance over here, and you can see from here it's sold all the way from this resistance to the support, back to the resistance, back to the support. Well, it didn't get to the resistance, but came from here back to the resistance and is rejecting. So there's very high chance it's going to come back into the support. All right. So from the 4 hour perspective, if I'm going to take a sell, I would just want to be patiently waiting for a break below this zone here. All right, you can see how price rejected from this level and pushed all the way back up. So we don't get caught up in just a bullish reversal back to the upside. All right, so we just want to wait for a break below this level, then you can wait for a quick retest, maybe go scale down to your 30-minute or 15-minute time frame. Look for a quick retest of this level, and you can take your sales back into the support down here. All right, so this would be the likeliest sell we want to take at this zone here, at the break below this zone. So you want to take your sell below this level, not above. But I mean, if the market should do his worst and come all the way back here, and we can see a bearish pattern or a bearish close, then I mean it will be a good opportunity. We'll have more room to sell back down. All right, yeah, definitely we'll have more room to sell back down here. All right, but this will be asking too much of the market. I mean, the market is already showing the bearish sign, but in a situation whereby the market comes into this level, all right, and is failing to break below the level, if we see any bullish momentum, then we may actually look for buys back into this level. All right, so that would be my bias for the buys. All right, so I want to take my buy from this zone because it's a very important level. But if the market breaks below, then I'm looking for my sales back here. Or if it comes all the way, gives a bearish pattern, I can have more room to sell all the way to the downside. All right, so that's for USD CAD. So let's look at GBPUSD. So GBPUSD has actually been the bearish momentum or the bears in the market has been coming into the market. All right, you can see a rejection from this major resistance level up here. All right, you can see a major rejection came here again and is rejecting. All right, so the first time we rejected from that point, you can see how long the sell went. All right, and is rejecting from that level again. So there's a very high chance that that sell may come all the way to the downside. But I mean, we are not 100% sure. We just want to be careful and look at the market from bit by bit in more detail. So you can see this major level here. There's a major so there was it's acting as support over here. You can see how market bought from here, we tested it, went all the way up, came back here again. There was some bullish momentum and it broke below it. All right, so it's more like the market is creating lower lows at this time. And and the market is creating lower lows, what do you want to be looking out for? Selling opportunities. You want to look to sell. So you can see a new low was created here. So there's a very high chance that we may see more like a very, very brief retest, all right, and then a continuation to the downside. So if we're going to take a sell, where are we selling to? So this is a level you want to sell into or sell towards. All right, so this is a level you want to be selling towards. Or let's push it up a little bit. Yeah, this is the perfect level. And if price breaks below it, then you want to take your sales back down here. All right, so I'm more of looking at the bearish opportunity on the GBPUSD rather than buys. But I mean, if the dollar, the dollar has been unstable for a very long time, or has been unstable rather for a very long time. So if there is a pushback up again into this level, then we may see. I will just want to wait for a retest and I can take my buys back into this level just before this high is over here. So this will be my opportunity for a buy rather I'm not just jumping in around there. I want a break back into the zone clearly, then a retest back at this point. So I mean patience is very important in trading. Then I want to take my buys from here back to the upside. Well, if not, I will take my sells from here back to this downside over here. All right, so that is easy for GBPUSD. All right, so let's look at GBPJPY. All right, so GBPJPY has actually been traded, actually broke above and created a new multi-time high. It's not an all-time high, but it's a multi-time high. All right, so the JPY hasn't been strong in a very long time. All right, it hasn't been strong in a very long time. So quickly, just very easy on GBPJPY. The only thing I'll be looking out for is a retest of this new of this level that was broken. Yeah, somewhere around here for price to just give me a retest down here, then I can take my buys back to the upside. All right. Yeah, so something like this. All right, then I can take my buys. I'll just wait for a bearish candle close around this level, then I can take my buy up. All right, so I don't see any strength coming in from JPY zone. There's nothing good coming out from that zone as of this time, so I will just want to wait for my a bullish close at this level, then continue buying. I mean, it's more buys than sells. You can see how strong the buying has actually been. You can see how it has just been bullish, and taking advantage of that, you want to keep buying to take advantage and make good money for yourself. Right, so let's go to commodities. Let's look at oil. WTI. So oil has actually been quite bullish for a very long time, for weeks actually. Right, you can see how the bullish momentum has been. It was selling all the way before, but I mean, bearish momentum came in and oil has been pushing all the way to the upside. But where oil is currently is or trading at is actually a critical level. It's a very, very critical level. All right, you can see how it's retested the level, sold down here, broke above it, retested it, traded all the way to the upside, came back here again, rejected, broke below it, retested it, sold all the way back down, and is currently at that level. It broke above it, but I mean, it could be a possible fake out. All right, you know what fake out means? Like when price breaks above a level and breaks back into that level almost immediately, trapping traders at that level. All right, so there's a very high chance that that could actually happen. But the bullish momentum has been strong. You can see higher highs, higher lows coming into the market. All right. So if I'm going to take a sell on this particular market, what I'll be doing or what I'll be waiting for is, all right, this is where I'll be looking to sell into this demand zone down here. So I would rather just be patient for a break, for a clear break back inside of the zone. If this is a fake out, I want to see oil trading back into the zone. Then I would wait for it to come back here again. Then I can take my sells down here. I've seen this happen multiple times. Anytime a fake out happens, pride trades back into the zone. It always comes back to retest the level it broke out from or it faked out from, and it actually moves in the direction back down. So this would be my perfect selling opportunity. But if the bullish momentum should continue, I want to take my buys above this high. Right, easy, nothing too complicated. So I may be putting my buy stop somewhere around 8200, yeah, 82.0. All right, so that's where I'll be looking to take my buy stops on my app. So when there's a breakout, then I can take that opportunity to the next key level at probably 8300, 8300, yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, I may be looking to take my buys into that level. All right, so or let's go to the daily time frame. Yeah, perfect. So you can see how price has rejected from that level before. So I'll just be waiting for that 8300 level to take my profit. All right, so that will be my buying standpoint for oil. A break above this high, all right, like a break above this high. But if price trades all the way back down here, I'll just be waiting for a retest of the zone, and I'll take my sell back into this demand zone. All right, this is a very key demand zone. You can see how price rejected from that level. One, two, three, four good times. I mean, so that's what I'll be selling towards. All right, so that is my take on oil. Lastly, let's look at gold. So gold was silent at the beginning of last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nothing much was happening. But on Thursday, there was a bullish breakout to the upside. And on Friday, which is the last day of the trading week, all of that gains on Thursday was recovered. All right, gold sold all the way back down on Friday. And I mean, it was actually massive. All right, so let's look at it from a lower time frame perspective. But before we do that, let's just draw out our key levels. So this is a zone gold has been trading at. All right, then this level down here, yeah, this zone down here. All right, so let's look at it on the 4 hours. You can see it's even much more clear on the 4 hours. So you can see, let's go to 1 hour so I can show us better. All right, so you can see this was Monday. Monday there was a range. Tuesday the market traded down, recovered everything. Wednesday nothing really happened, just a tight consolidation. Thursday you can see the boom to the upside. Friday back down. All right, so it was actually very very interesting. This sale was massive. So I mean, if the sale should continue, this is what I'll be expecting. All right, so this is a key level here. All right, this is a key zone here. You can see how price traded off that level before, broke out, now broke back inside. So just like oil, all right, just like oil, what you can wait for is a retest back of this level if you want to take your sales and sell all the way back down to this zone. Right, so you sell all the way back down to the zone. So if you're going to look for selling opportunity, this will be the best bet. This will be my perfect selling opportunity for gold on Monday. All right, going into Monday and Tuesday. Then if there is any bullish momentum, then I can buy all the way back down, back to this upside. But I mean, this is what I'll be looking at for my sales. You know, if that bearish momentum should continue into Monday, from Friday should continue, if it should continue into Monday, then I'll just be waiting for a retracement. You can also use your fib. All right, I think it's the first time I'm introducing fib to our videos. All right, so I mean, fib is, you know, the key levels you want to be looking at. Fib is these two zones between 61.8 and 50, and also 50 and 31.8. So anywhere within this zone, all right, anywhere within this zone, I'll be wanting to take my sales, then I can sell all the way back down to this point. All right, so I mean, that'll be all for this week. That'll be my take for the different instrument for this new week. All right, so I want us to trade safe, guys, and also remember to take your profit when you need to and break even if you need to. Just trade safe and make sure that you make money. All right, so that'll be all for this analysis. All right, have a wonderful and a profitable week ahead. Stay safe, guys. Bye for now.